The Orchid and the Dandelion. In one corner of a wide garden, there was an orchid sitting in a shiny glass pot. The orchid swayed its beautiful purple petals, admiring its reflection in the sparkling glass. "Oh my, I look so elegant today. I must be the prettiest flower in the world," the orchid said proudly. Right next to the orchid, growing straight out of the ground, was a dandelion, covered in dust and dirt. The dandelion peeked out between its jagged green leaves, showing its bright yellow face. The orchid glanced at the dandelion and sneered. "Oh, are you still here? Nobody waters you or even cares about you. How do you even survive?" The dandelion just smiled wide and said, "Easy. When it rains, I drink the rain. When the wind blows, I dance with the wind. And when the sun shines, I just feel happy and grow." The owners love and the orchids. Just then, the owner came out to the garden. The owner's eyes sparkled when they saw the orchid. "Oh, my beautiful orchid, you need just the right amount of water, a gentle breeze, and not too much sunlight. You're such a precious flower." The owner carefully wiped the orchid's leaves, gave it special nutrients, and even trimmed its petals so they looked perfect. "Today is the flower contest. You're going to shine on stage," the owner said, tying a fancy ribbon around the orchid's pot. The orchid sparkled under the sunlight, and at the contest, it was chosen as the most beautiful flower, and received a big shiny gold medal. The orchid's pride and the dandelions. A few days later, the orchid returned to the garden, the gold medal proudly hanging around its stem. "Look at me, dandelion. I'm an award-winning flower now. Everyone says I'm beautiful." The orchid spun around, its petals glittering with pride. "I knew it. I'm special." The dandelion looked down at the dirt beneath its leaves. It sighed softly. "No one ever takes care of me." The dandelion whispered to itself, "No medals, no owner's love. Maybe I'm just a worthless weed. I wish someone would love me, too." The dandelion murmured, its dusty leaves drooped, and its yellow petals curled inward. Even when the breeze tickled its leaves, even when the sunlight warmed its face, the dandelion no longer felt like smiling. Just then, the sound of children laughing filled the air. "Look! A dandelion!" Little hands reached down, gently touching its petals. The children giggled as they blew on the dandelion's fluffy seeds. "Fly far, little dandelion seeds." The children wove dandelion stems into rings, and made crowns out of the bright yellow flowers. Dandelions are like magic flowers. They're the coolest flowers in the whole garden. The dandelion felt a warm, happy feeling inside. "Wow, they really like me." The dandelion stretched its petals wide again, standing tall and proud. With the children's love, the dandelion's smile returned. One day, a strong wind blew, and heavy rain poured down from the sky. The orchid's thin leaves tore, and its petals began to fall one by one. "No. I'm falling apart. Somebody help me," the orchid cried, but the owner was nowhere to be found. Next to the orchid, the dandelion shouted, "Orchid, push your roots down deeper. Even if it rains, even if the wind blows, you can stand strong if your roots hold tight." The orchid trembled with fear. "I don't know how. I've only ever been cared for. I don't know how to survive on my own." The dandelion stood strong, even as the rain soaked its leaves. "I'll be okay. I'm used to storms like this. That's why I'm strong." When the rain finally stopped, the orchid looked at the dandelion. Even after the storm, the dandelion stood tall, its petals bright and smiling. For the first time, the orchid thought the dandelion was amazing. "Dandelion, I'm sorry. I thought you were just a weed, but you're actually really strong." The dandelion smiled brightly. "It's okay, orchid. We're different, but that's what makes us special. We can be friends because of that." From that day on, the orchid and the dandelion learned to appreciate each other. They understood that every flower has its own beauty, and every flower is special in its own way.